Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Can you see me? Yeah.
Yes.
Great. I'm so sorry. I was in a call with another client. I'm so sorry.
No worries.
How are you?
Yes, good. Happy Monday.
You too. Happy week. So thank you so much also for your calendar and for your time. I just wanted to double check also if you had the possibility to check my message on LinkedIn.
Yes, I saw your message. I was just looking at it again.
Okay. So basically, I wrote you because we are looking for, we are looking to, in order to increase also our brand awareness and also for collaboration for other countries. Where are you based?
I'm based in Portugal, but
Okay.
I work around the world. My network is around the world.
You
I was
speak
actually
Portuguese?
no, I speak
Oh.
Polish, English, and Japanese.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Those are my three options.
Okay.
I mean, I work and I have a network around the world. So yeah, I mean, maybe you can take 2 steps back and tell me who is we, what's a short story of the project, and then from there we can look at where you're going. But I'd love to get some context.
Yeah, sure. That was also my purpose. So again, nice to meet you and thank you for your time. So basically we are 3B. We are a company based in Italy, but I'm responsible for international development. And we have already projects implemented not just in Europe, but also in South America. Our goal is to monitor the impact on biodiversity throughout technology. That's why we develop also sensor in order to monitor the impact on biodiversity thanks to bioacoustic and IoT sensor. So we work with mainly two approaches. First of all, we get information thanks to our collaboration with European Space Agency. So we get remote data and remote information in order to deploy all this information in a unique platform. And this can be available for all companies, and we are working with different type of sectors. So we are working in energy sector, in agro, in real estate, urban, and infrastructure, and with municipalities as well. So the main goal of these companies that they want to partner with us is to depends on the sector and depends on the objective they want to reach, but to monitor their impact on biodiversity and also write down the data about the impact on biodiversity in the biodiversity report. That it is already mandatory for most companies, but will be mandatory for all companies within European Union from 2028. We are collaborating already with a lot of universities, national and international research and development center, and also European Space Agency and European Commission since last year. We are developing the first framework for the first biodiversity credits.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And how big is your company? How many projects? How many people are you? That's just generally interesting. But how many projects do you have active?
So we have actually more than 1,500 projects.
Wow, amazing! Congratulations.
Thank you. But we are more or less we are in 60 and something employees.
Amazing. It's really great.
Let me show you also how the platform works. In this way will be also. So I can show you, for instance, the platform of one of our clients. Yeah, as I told you, we have different clients. For instance, the clients that they are working in agriculture, and they can be like farms or agriculture supply chain. For instance, we have the one that maybe you can know from Portugal can be like Findus or some big and small producer of olive oil.
Mm-hmm.
And what we do, we take a pic. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. We take a picture of the site, and we monitor the impact on biodiversity of the site. Then once we took a picture and we have some basic data, such as the current land cover. This is the, I can put it in English maybe. Yeah. So this is the current land cover, and thanks to European Space Agency, we can get already some data about the different type of ecosystem that they are actually present in the area here.
Mm-hmm.
This is all remotely. Then we can also get data about the ground temperature, for instance. And this, when we talk about like a strategy for regenerative agriculture, it's really important for agri companies and the agri sector.
Mm-hmm.
Then once we go down, we can check also more detailed data, such as, for instance, how this site is impacting on climate change, also with some forecast. And then the MSA is the first index that we use to establish the impact on biodiversity. It's the mean species abundance, and with an agenda also of the project. In this way, we can give exact data to the company about their impact on biodiversity. Then after this, we can decide also to install sensor in the site. In this site, we already installed different sensors also to monitor the air quality with the PM10 and PM2.5. And then we can monitor also the presence of pollinators in the site, thanks to the other sensor that we already installed. Once we monitor the presence of pollinators,
and sorry,
yeah.
the pollinator sensor on what does it monitor? On what basis does it work?
Basically, they work with bioacoustic, and throughout sound, they can monitor the presence of pollinator, and we can also classify the pollinators per clusters.
Very cool.
So basically, they have this sensor. It has
Yeah, I understand
panel.
with sound. So
Yeah,
yeah.
but also with a photovoltaic panel, so no need of batteries, charges, pile, anything else.
And when you install these sensors for monitoring, what kind of density, like how many sensors per hectare or?
It depends on the site. For instance, we can also install 1-2 sensors per 10, 15 hectares. But
Okay.
if the site is all like linear, one or two sensors are enough. But if the site can be like with a lot of up and down, maybe we need to install more sensors in that case.
Very interesting. Cool. It's amazing. It's amazing how this technology and all of this is progressing,
Yeah,
creating the digital twin of the physical reality.
exactly.
And since you're in it, I would love to hear your thoughts on biodiversity. Maybe you can stop the screen share.
Yeah, sure.
I'm recording this, by the way. I think maybe if this conversation is good, I can post it to spread the word about your work.
Okay.
So I mean, tell me about what's happening with biodiversity credits. How is it moving? When is it likely? Do you think it's going to be a force or it's going to be out there? I mean, I keep on hearing about it. I know it's coming. I think it's going to be very important, but I'd love to hear your take on.
So they start also to talk about that during the World Economic Forum in Davos. And we are going to publish a paper in about like 2 months, I think. So probably we are going to have also some more solid news in 2 months, maybe. But for the moment, I will say they are coming finally. And in my opinion, but I think it will be in this way, it will be something that much more different than the carbon credits, because biodiversity credits, they will be based on transparency and on technology. So also after the approval of the law against greenwashing last year, it's important to avoid absolutely miscommunication to
Which law is that?
the law against greenwashing and greenwashing from European Parliament on 12th of February last year.
And is that what it's actually called, the law against greenwashing?
Yeah, I can send to you.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Yeah. I mean, it's a law that has been approved and it's against misleading information about the green. So it's against greenwashing and greenwashing.
Amazing. Cool. So what kind of partnerships are you looking for? How can I support your work?
So we are looking for partners like with companies and also with consultancies that they want to provide our platform, because in this way, if we can also join our forces, it can be better also for the environment.
And is your platform open in any way? Because I know, for example, I have some friends that are working on companies on soil testing, and there's many different companies working on different aspects. Is there a way where other people, other sensor data, other companies can plug into your platform? How do you see that?
Yeah, so it depends on the company that want to start the assessment, the platform, and then we can build a customized strategy for them towards environment. So if there's a company about agriculture, so sometimes their objective is about monitoring data, monitoring the impact on biodiversity, also to participate to European Union grants or to get permission as well. Regarding renewable energy, it depends on what they want. Sometimes it's just to design the plant, for instance, photovoltaic or eolic plant, and they want to get data about how this site that they want to build will impact on biodiversity. So based on the data that the company will provide us, we can build a customized strategy for them towards biodiversity.
Mm-hmm. Cool. And in terms of clients, what kind of clients? You said municipalities, or I guess large agricultural companies, right? This is more appropriate to. But then you said every single company will need to report.
Yeah. So basically, since 2024, it is mandatory. 2025, it is mandatory already for big companies to report their biodiversity impact within the sustainability report. So within the sustainability report, there will be also the biodiversity report, and it will be mandatory also for companies. From 2025, it will be scalable. So in a scaling way, I would say. So from 2025, just for biggest companies, then from 2028 for all companies within European Union.
Mm-hmm. So every farmer, everybody?
Exactly.
Your business is going to grow.
Let's hope so. I mean, actually, I can say that I hope for the environment, not just for the business, but I hope so.
Of course.
But because I was living in Portugal, so I think there could be also a great potentiality in Portugal, because a lot of companies, they are looking for this type of services, but they don't know actually that they exist.
Mm-hmm.
So even like small or big companies, for the moment, big companies, they are more attractive just because they are forced to do so.
Right.
But in Portugal, there are a lot of plants or photovoltaic or eolic, and for them, it's really important also to monitor their impact on biodiversity.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Do you work
Cool.
also with other companies like this?
So, I mean, because of the gathering, the event I organized, bringing people together across industries, I'm in conversation with many different companies and many
Okay.
different organizations. Less so in agriculture, though, like I mentioned, I have a friend that's working on a company for soil testing in Poland, soil testing as a service. That's why my background is actually also in software development. So in the back of my
Okay.
mind was, everybody's working on these different pieces. How will it all fit together? And clearly, as a farmer or as a large landowner, I'll want one dashboard. So at some point, somebody's going to have to come up with some standards, because if I've got 5 or 6 different types of sensor technologies and so on and so forth, and I have to use 5 or 6 different pieces of software, that's not going to work for anybody. So that was the basis in my question. How can the different companies working on different types of sensor technologies, different types of reports and such, come together in one dashboard for the landowner?
Yeah, I understand also your point, but it's interesting because our technology can really be customized for different type of sectors and different type of business. Then each partner, so each company will have also a team of biodiversity strategy that will cover all topic and clarify any doubt or question that the company may have.
And are you building out an AI that will support people in coming up with solutions and with doing things to actually create a positive impact? Because I can see, I mean, if you have big customers, you can have consultants on that. But if you're rolling it out to small, medium organizations, it's not going to be scalable for each one of them to have a consultant, right?
So it is scalable, but yeah, we can provide also consultancy, but we focus on consultancy about biodiversity. So not sustainability, but we focus in biodiversity. But after this meeting, I can send you also something in this way. Also, if you want to introduce us to your friend or to some companies that can be interesting, we can find a way also to collaborate in this way.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, let's keep in touch. Also, do you guys do any media production? Do you have a podcast or things like this?
We have a podcast, yeah. Actually, we have 90K followers on Instagram
Oh,
and
great.
30,
Congratulations.
thank you, and 30K followers on LinkedIn, I think.
Oh, that's a great job.
Thank you.
Cool.
You can check it out, but I'm gonna send you something. Then we can keep in touch. But feel free also to to send the document that I sent you to someone that can be interesting. Or let's keep in touch about this, okay?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, now that I know that you're in this space, I will know to recommend you. Also, the whole biodiversity space with biodiversity credits, I think, is going to explode over the coming years. So
Let's
I'm
hope
sure
so.
we'll find opportunities for interesting connections, maybe collaboration.
But did you see my last post on LinkedIn?
Your post, maybe
Yeah.
not.
So if you want to check it also for banks and investment, it's really important to invest in biodiversity because the authority of banks, they put some requirements for all banks in Europe to have an impact on biodiversity and monitor it with clear data. So if you want to check, there is also this criteria on the post that I shared.
Great. I'll check it out.
Yeah, please. Okay.
Wonderful.
Very nice meeting you. Please, really, let's
Yeah.
keep in touch. I think it can be maybe potential for the future, and let's see, okay?
Yeah, let's keep in touch. Let's keep the conversation going. I'll check out your podcast. I'll also recommend you. I'm actually, I was talking with somebody else today about making a list of
Mhm.
relevant podcasts. So maybe we can collaborate on that, and also so that you can get your voice out to other podcasts that are out there, because I think it's a biodiversity measuring and like real scientific measuring as well as credit is a huge and important part of the conversation. And I think now it's early days, so there is an opportunity to make sure that it goes out into the world in a positive way and
Yeah.
doesn't end up in some kind of over financialized or other problematic ways.
Yeah, let's see. Actually, I can put you in contact also with a friend of mine that she did a podcast and she's doing interviews for people that want to have a voice. So I did an interview with her 1 month ago, and we talked about climate change. So if you want to listen, I can send you also the link.
Yeah, please. Yeah, and I would love to talk. I would love to talk about the gathering, because creating new ways to come together in person to have these conversations, I think, is also a key part of the equation.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, I'm going to introduce you also to some people and let's see what we can do, okay?
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank
It's
you
great
so
meeting
much.
you.
Yeah,
Thank
really for me as well. Thank you so much and have a nice day.
you.
Bye.